Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to Arena Lacrosse League action. It is a battle tonight between the Peterborough Timbermen on the left and going left to right, wearing the blue with the orange shoulder caps, and the white-clad Whitby Steelhawks going right to left. And Peterborough gets first possession in this game. Peterborough 4-4. And Fred Hartley has the ball. We'll get you updated on a few number changes tonight for Peterborough as they're wearing their blue uniforms. There's a long outlet pass that goes wide, and it'll be snagged there by Brett Paris. Thought Ryan Masters was starting, actually, but Paris is up between the pipes. At the other end, Lucas Coote. That's Kyle Buchanan. Sorry, I knew I'd do that at some point. Might as well get out of the way early. Connor Buchanan, Kyle's younger brother. Lefty forward wearing number 7, suiting up for the Timbermen. JP Keeley trying to go to the net. Joe Wasson on him. Wasson wearing number 43 tonight. Usually the number for Greg Riley, but Riley not here tonight. But we have the first goal of the night. He's been wearing number 10 for the most part this year, but he is 88 here tonight. And he's facing off against Pat McCrory for Whitby. Timbermen once again get possession, and Caleb Bingley will work his way into the offensive zone. Gets it ahead to Buchanan, who's out there on the ball team. Joel Matthews, wearing his usual 81. Chris Atwood with the pick, tries to roll in, then tries to sit a little back seal. Addy down low, spin and shot by Cam Garland. That's going to be a breakaway. It's over and back, but Whitby will get possession. And that's going to be Whitby ball off the restart. They'll toss it up top to Blaze Reardon. He's going to wait for the rest of his offensive group to get out. That's Austin Murphy running down the floor. Cam Milligan will throw it back to Reardon. Cody McMahon feeds it through. Couldn't quite get it to Keeley, who runs into one Peterborough player and then knocks down another. Colton Armstrong goes after Keeley. After Keeley took a shot, Matt McLeod noticing he's down low, but that pass picked off. Mistake by Atwood, throws it straight into the stick of, wait a second, that's not right. Set JP Keeley is 23, but he is number 19 in the box. There's a drive to the net by Matthews, jumps, shoots, scores! Great body control and stick control, doing his best Josh Byrne impersonation, jumping into the air, drifting, waiting, and then tucking it home when he found a spot. Proney just swats that ball out of the faceoff circle and goes and gets it himself. Fights off the check from Zach Thompson. Gets to Lewis. Lewis is going to get over to Reardon and go for a change. Cut to the middle of the pass to Cam Milligan right on top of the crease. Stick gets up high on him. Reardon will set a pick. Oh, nice foot save by Paris on that shot from the outside by Murphy. Chris Bouchy not here tonight for Whitby, normally one of their big righties, along with Murphy and Milligan. And he is on a trip out west during his spring break from school, visiting some family. There's Travis Zabolts with the shot. Paris makes the save. Luckily for him, he saw where it went after it bounced off him, because that might have spun into the net. Milligan with the forecheck, but Paris lobs it over to get it to Atwood. Fred Hartley circles around him, and Matthews will take the pass. 3 lefties staying on their side, leaving some room for Matthews to isolate. He's going to try and drive down low on Sands. Pass across, and the stop on Buchanan by Lucas Coote. Nice little fake toe drag to get by Buchanan. Just breaking through there was Alec Johnson. He throws it down to Cody McMahon, who will loft one up to Reardon. Zabolts takes the drop pass. Still a pick. There's the roll to Murphy. Shoots, scores near side. Great body control there as well. A little twister to beat Paris on the near post. Murphy gets the ball back after scoring right off the faceoff, and Whitby with the 2-1 lead as we hit 11 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 3:46 the time of the goal. There's a sidearm shot, but Paris had no trouble with that one. Nobody up the floor. 3 Timbermen just heading for the bench, so he'll lob it ahead and let Thompson run onto it. He was there but couldn't quite control it. Dylan Hutchison gives him a little shove off the ball, and Whitby comes up with it. Peroni sprinting. Matt McLeod comes back in transition defense. He'll stay and covers the bolts. McLeod's played plenty at both ends of the floor, so no problem for him getting back on defense. The late cutter, not sure if they saw him, but he didn't go right to the open spot anyway. That was a couple of Whitby Steelhawks wearing different numbers. Okay, so we'll figure it out. That long pass, just a little too high for Riley Campbell. Coote comes up with it, passes it back to Farthing. He's got Atwood on him. Farthing, couple fakes, looks back towards the bench and then lobs it over. And Dalton Lundy will move into the offensive zone. He's going to stay and play some D. No, he's going to appeal to the bench. He heard his name being called by the coaching staff. There's the cut to the middle. Murphy wide open, just started to get ready for the shot before he had the pass in his stick. Paris, line drive pass to Wasson. That's a great pass. Nice catch, too. And they'll hand it off to Mark Vredenberg. Usually wears 92. He's in the 16 in blue tonight. That's Hartley driving to the net. Crease violation as he lands on his back inside the circle. So it's a delay of game penalty to Vredenberg. On the restart, you have to let guys get started. Give them a couple of steps. Milligan behind the back, hard pass, it's tipped, but still gets through to Reardon. Wasson got a stick on it. It's Keeley behind the back to Reardon, gets it again. McMahon is down low, ripped on the quick release by Murphy. And then the forecheck on Campbell and knocks it loose. Paris jumped out. Whitby was yelling for a back in, but it was knocked out of his stick. Oh, Matthews just leaves the stick out there, and Jordy Jones-Smith crashes down on it. Matthews a little too methodical getting that one off, or at least not being aware the check was coming. Here comes Whitby. Back to the power play. Milligan with the ball over the restraining line. Reardon to Keeley. He'll let it fly. Gets through Paris, but just trickles past the post. It's picked up by Murphy. What a save by Paris. Campbell was trying to just take his time before picking up the ball. It was definitely a mistake. You are allowed to reach into the crease and grab that ball, and Murphy did a great job of it. 52 on the penalty left. McMahon faked the shot. Milligan passes across. Keeley shoots. Saved by Paris. Picked up by Reardon. He shoots before Paris finds where it is. And no problem getting it home. Blaze Reardon, who's been a little snake bit in terms of goal scoring this winter. Coons and Peroni again. Peroni swipes but misses. The ball's still sitting there. I'm not sure if Coons realized it was available. Then Peroni just picks it up and throws it into the offensive zone. He'll stay for the pass back so they can get things rolling. Now he heads to the bench after he gives it to Zabolts. And Murphy will trot up as the high man. They're going to go to him. No, Reardon was checked. 12 on the shot clock. Now Murphy gets it way on his offside. A little crossover. Crosshand shot stopped by Paris. Sidearm pass. And here comes Cole McWilliams ripping up the floor. Nobody able to come up with the ball there. There's Rowan Kelly playing some defense. His first game with the Steelhawks. They just signed him. Took him in the draft. That long shot by Matthews just before the shot clock expires goes wide. We will take the officials' timeout. The ball will start with Cam Milligan down in the corner as we get going again. The second half of the first quarter here in Arena Lacrosse League action at the Children's Arena. Blaze Reardon looking for the pass. Gets it. Shot, but Paris stops it. Pops up. Nice pass into the stick of Campbell, saved by the foot of Lucas Coote. Cam Milligan was back on defense and right on top of Campbell, but Paris slid that ball through. Nice job by Murphy to avoid the over and back, but he can't contain the ball. Scoop there by Nick Karam. He's pushed over the line. Oh, but it goes straight to Reardon, and they'll play advantage He may have gotten the ball out before he went back over. Either way, it went to Reardon. And the Steelhawks have possession as we near the 6-minute mark remaining here in the first quarter. Murphy has the Bolts with him. Hutchison was looking for one back door, but they covered him nicely. Cross-hander by Keeley. That's stopped by Parrish. Boy, Brett Parrish has been sharp for Peterborough when he's been playing. Bingley getting tangled up with Murphy over on the far side. Atwood steps across center. Not that long before the 8-second count would have run out. Here's Raidenberg, goes to the net. A couple of fakes. Coote just stays with him. Makes the nice save. Parker Sands rumbling forward. Atwood on him. Tries the wrap check. Sands is having none of that. He just blasts through the check. Passes over there to Keeley. Sands with the pick. Starting to roll in, but Keeley was peeling back away. Didn't see him. They're yelling for Parker Sands. He wanted to stay. He only had 14 seconds left in the shift. Let him go. Penalty coming now to Peterborough. Backdoor pass doesn't connect. This is Arena Lacrosse League action on JBI Sports Network. Keeley at the top, Reardon and McMahon. Again, the lefties with him. Milligan, shooter spotting Austin Murphy down low as Milligan gets it. McMahon's going to go back to Milligan. There's a player down on the floor. It's Reardon. He is in clear discomfort. There's a shot and a goal on the back door. They were basically playing 4-on-4, and Reardon is really shaken up. Discipline issues, some penalty trouble over the course of the season now and then really makes a difference to them. Although they've had some stretches where they've scored a bunch of shorthanded goals. Murphy just waiting for everybody else to get out there. Turns and rips one. That's going to go over and back because it was off the backboards hard. Nick Karam will get there for the restart, hoping he would get a chance at net. Doesn't, but he's going to hit the pass over to Buchanan. Hard spin. The shot stepped in the crease, though, under the check of Jordy Jones-Smith. That's a penalty coming. Checking in the crease, or crease interference technically is the call. So Buchanan will go for 2 or less unless the Steelhawks can score with the extra man. Keeley has the ball, and pretty sure he does, yeah. Cam Milligan was really selling that hidden ball trick. And Peterborough gets it back, and that'll be 2 for Buchanan. Buchanan ran afoul of that, and yet another power play advantage for the Steelhawks. They've been pretty deadly on them. Reardon is back out. He appears to be okay. Keeley at the top. Same lineup on offense. High shot off the shoulder cap. It'll be a fresh 30 for the Steelhawks. Colton Armstrong and Joe Wassenaar are the high men on the penalty kill, and that's Armstrong getting it. Riley Campbell and still trying to figure out, Riley McKinnon, the other penalty killer for the Timbermen. Oh, that pass is picked off by Reardon, runs into Matthews, breaks away. He's got 2 trailers. He's going to go to the second one. Keeley, shot, nice foot save by Parrish, gets up into the rafters. Looks like it may have headed into the mesh anyway if it had come out or cleared the rafters. 3:39 to go, 1:19 left in the power play. McMahon will just slow things down a bit. Now they get rolling. Same set of penalty killers and the same forwards, and Milligan snipes to the far top corner. And we've seen plenty of that this year from Cam Milligan, just picking his spots, and the ball seems to arrive almost the second it leaves his stick. 3:31 to go, and it is 5-1 Whitby. Nice clamp by Coons, and then scoops it ahead, can't quite come up with it. Thompson tries to. It's actually McCrory that winds up with possession. J.P. Keeley over to Murphy, leaves it there. There's a bounce shot, knocked ahead by Coons, who gives a bit of a rough ride to Keeley. Right on top of the crease, there's a shot by Cody Hamley. Sidearm pass by Paris. And Thompson will run up, leave it there for Hartley. Big pick by Hartley. He's going to try to cut underneath. Picked up nicely by Hutchison. Sorry, that was actually, yeah, it was Hutchison. We're in 14 tonight, not his usual 55. Dan Mickle had a chance, didn't like the shot he saw, so he pulled it down, decided to set the offense up. Bounce pass over to McWilliams. Swim move past hands. Goes to the net, shoots. Saved by Coote. Here's an outlet pass from Hutchison. He looked all the way up to Murphy instead. Goes to 23. I believe that's Tyler Albrecht wearing 23. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Pretty sure that was Albrecht. There's Reardon on the crease. Beautiful finish. What a pass through. I believe that was Milligan. Peroni gets the ball bouncing off the boards. Bingley stays with him as he looks for someone. There's nobody there, so he'll just throw it up top and they'll set up the offense. Albrecht stays for an offensive shift. McMahon takes the pass, gets to Hutchison, who rolls across the top, shoots on the run and scores. Dylan Hutchison hasn't been playing a lot of offense lately for the Steelhawks, but showing a lot of what he did early in the season. Coons and McCrory lining it up. Ryan Masters has come into net for the Timbermen. Another face-off win for the Steelhawks. Murphy with possession. He runs out to near center so he can set up if we reach the final 90 seconds. So Dan Mickle was going to go for 2 for holding. But that was wiped out by the shot by Hutchison. McWilliams. Swim move again. Tried to shovel it back to Atwood. Farthing up the floor, but they're going to make the pass to Alec Johnson instead. And that doesn't connect. Buchanan will pick it up. Hartley ducks underneath. Nice trail check by Parker Sands. Sands slips back to pick him up. McWilliams tries to go to the net. Gets to Matthews, who was falling. Somehow controlled the ball behind the back. Fred Hartley. Great pass by Matthews. Gorgeous finish by Fred Hartley. Albrecht comes up with it. He'll duck ahead. You hear the call of yellow from the bench, which means hang on. Now, too many men coming to Whitby. One player, Albrecht was running to the bench. Cam Milligan just slipped out a little early. Cody Hamley goes into the box to serve the penalty. And Mark Vredenberg fixes his stick before he starts the play. 12 seconds to go. They'll start moving in about 4. Shot by Mickle. Fine to take that one. Kind of threw me because you're not used to seeing that, but no empty net. 1.5 to go. Hamley rips it. Stopped by Masters. That's exactly why it's okay to take that shot. And it will finish 7-2 after 15 minutes of play in favor of Whitby. And there'll be 1:40 left on the Steelhawks penalty. I'm Steven Stamp. This is JVI Sports Network bringing you the Arena Lacrosse League. Welcome back, Lacrosse friends. 7-2 in favor of Whitby. I was waiting for the little red light on the camera. Make sure we're going. Peterborough in the blue with the orange trim, the home team tonight. They're going right to left now. And Adam Peroni and the Whitby Steelhawks going left to right. Great play. And Murphy makes the shot, and Masters makes the save. Peroni just looked up. They had a man off to the bench immediately. That was a very good change. No too many men for sure. And a shorthanded chance for the Steelhawks. Milligan will rip it from the outside. That one's wide. It will go over and back. I thought Keeley was going to be able to handle it. So we have clarified. Number 22, righty playing some offense tonight, is Curtis Conley. Albrecht is wearing 23 as we surmised. And Keeley, of course, wearing his 19. Peterborough on the power play. Vredenberg to Hartley. That's Mickle down low. Atwood's up high, and then Matt McLeod is low on the crease on the right side. A little surprising not to see Joel Matthews out there, but that shot is stopped. It's going to go all the way back. Be a reset, so no over and back. Masters gets it. Fresh 30 for the Timbermen. Hutchison and Albrecht up high. Farthing and Jason Crawford down low on the penalty kill for Whitby. Oh, Vredenberg had a chance down low, but it popped away from his stick. Nice bounce pass. It's behind Hutchison. He spins around and finds it. It's picked up by Armstrong. He'll run off. That would have been a similar shot to the one he took late in the first quarter to score the 7th goal for Whitby. That was an extra attacker one, though. This one's shorthanded, so we decided to pull it back out and take some time. Keeley, 3 on the shot clock. Gets a shot off, but Masters was all over that. He didn't have much to shoot at. Just wanted to get a reset if possible. There's a shot and a goal on the run. What a finish there by Riley McKinnon. We haven't seen him really take off up the floor a lot, but he showed you there. He can do it. Coons and McCrory again. Coons rips it out. But Jordy Jones-Smith there first. He's banged down by Buchanan. Zach Thompson just kind of ran away there, so Bingley goes after it. He bangs into McCrory. McCrory hits him into the boards. Those two are pushing and shoving. And eventually, it's Alec Johnson that comes up with it. He's going to take the long route back to the bench, down via the crease. Murphy to Milligan. Backdoor pass to Reardon. He was just behind the goal line, so he thought about dunking it. Didn't go. Here's Keeley going one-on-one. Behind the back. That was some nice defense by Karam. Now they're getting into it a little bit. Here comes Thompson running the floor. Lewis picks him up. Matthews has the man at the back door. Nice job, though, by Dalton Lundy to pick him up. So Matthews goes alone. Gets the shot off. Coote pounces on the rebound with Chris Atwood right there on top of him. Farthing takes the outlet. Saw Milligan, but didn't like the lane. Now it's there, and he'll pass it to him. Backdoor pass doesn't connect with Sands. It's snagged quickly. Armstrong is off to the races. Cody McMahon taking an angle. There's the pass to the back door. Shoots, scores! And a penalty coming after the goal. I think it was Dan Mickle on the finish. Friedenberg setting at the top. Same power play except for Matthews in down the crease. Subbing in for McLeod on the last Peterborough power play. Backdoor attempt. Hartley had to climb the ladder to catch that. Goes to Friedenberg. Passes behind the back. That was a quick pass. Didn't even see it go. The shot, or the pass maybe by Hartley, didn't get to wherever it was intended. Bounce around the boards, they get it back. 2 seconds to shoot. Atwood drops it, picks it up, drops it again. Never really had it. And here come the Steelhawks the other way. Friedenberg is back playing defense on Hutchison. Hutchison just wards him off, hangs on to the ball, and will slow things down. Murphy runs up to take it. Bounce pass to Milligan. Effort by Karam to get there, but Milligan made sure he was in the right position to get the ball. Here's the pass to Keeley. Sidearm shot on the run. His momentum carried him and the ball a little bit wide. Gets up out of play. Peterborough will get another chance on the power play here. Friedenberg has it. He'd gone back to play D, so he'll just stay up for the offensive shift with the man advantage. Jones-Smith and Hamley up top on the penalty kill now. Or sorry, Peroni. It makes more sense. That shot from Hartley goes off of Coote. Comes back out for a reset. Penalty coming to Whitby. Peterborough, I was going to say, they should just take the shot. And Chris Atwood does and scores. That means the original penalty will be eliminated. So, 4:11 into the second quarter, and the Timbermen on a bona fide roll here. McCrory would dearly love the faceoff win, but Coons gets down first. Can't rip it out. His foot's there. Buchanan almost had it. Buchanan does have it. He's squished. The ball bounced away from him. McCrory has the ball. Gives it up to Hutchison. Reardon taking his time. Coons start to come up on him as Milligan now on the far side trying to run past Zach Thompson. He's passed off to Armstrong. Armstrong runs him into the boards, but Milligan escapes. He's going to shoot short angle. Almost snuck that one in right at the end of the shot clock. And I'll tell you, if you go look up Cam Milligan, sharp angle challenge or short angle challenge, low angle challenge, can't remember what it's called, but go find it and watch it. It is pretty sensational, the stuff he was doing. from shots right along the goal line. Hard pass behind the back, Vredenberg, but Hartley is stopped as Coote was ready for that one. Oh, great hustle. But still, Whitby comes up with it. Albrecht got it, but nice work again by Vredenberg. Oh, and there's a slash coming as Hutchison wound up, and the one-hander smack on the arm. You can see Vredenberg recoiled for a second, and Atwood's going to shoot. Stopped by Coote, and that's a smart play for the Timbermen. You can see Atwood wanted to get up and get the shot off right away. Peterborough took their time last time. You want to get that shot off and maximize your time on the 5-on-3. Karam will be the safety valve up top as they will play it as a 4-on-3 down low. That's a lot of room for your offense and a very high percentage chance to score. There's Matthews, shoots low, off the backboard, goes onto the back of the mesh. But Mickle is the one who comes up with it. They've got 16 on the shot clock. Hartley drops it, almost grabbed by Crawford, but couldn't quite get it. And the ball will go out of play. So Garrett Lewis will run up the floor. Passes it off to Farthing. Farthing splits the D, loses the ball though, and Karam will get it. One penalty has expired. There's Atwood all alone though. Scored, and not much you can do about that. Chris Atwood is deadly. Peroni at the dot this time for Whitby. He'll pull it out and come up with the ball himself. And sees the check coming, gets it off to Alec Johnson. Throws me every time Alec Johnson's in the offensive zone. He's not bad with the ball, but he just does not appear up there a whole lot. That pass trying to get through to McMahon didn't connect. He'll just check Thompson as he went to grab it. Ball still bouncing around, 6 on the shot clock for Whitby, and then Peterborough gets it. It's a pretty nice pass there by Brett Coons to get it ahead to Thompson. Hard fake. And we'll hand it over to Karam. He goes through traffic over to Vredenberg. Nice behind the back pass. Oh, and Coote went to try and grab the ball. Mickle bobbled it for a second. Coote tried to grab it, but Mickle got there first, and that left Coote way out of position. Peroni back out, facing Caleb Bingley this time for Peterborough. Bingley reaches across and kind of pulls it back, but Reardon came up with it. Bingley swatted a stick down on someone's head, but I think it might have been his teammate, actually. No penalty for hitting your own teammates, even if it is a high stick. Teammate might want it sometimes. Murphy. Watched by Thompson. Tries to feed it through to Reardon, can't quite. And Masters will make the short outlet to McWilliams and let him run the ball up over mid-floor. He pulls up, hands it off to Atwood, slips to the middle, little pick. Atwood going down low, watched by Jones Smith. Atwood close to the crease but stayed out, tries to feed the pass through, can't. Murphy's racing for it. Nice hustle by Matt McLeod to get there first. Parker Sands misses on the shot on his offside. Would have looked nice if it had gone in. When it bounces wide and up into the rafters, it doesn't look like a great shot. But when you have a transition opportunity, it's hard to say no, especially when your momentum's all against you. You want to try and change something for your team. Farthing watching Atwood. Gets to Matthews. Doesn't quite, though. Nice play there by Johnson to just get his stick on. And then the save by Coote. It goes up out of play to be Peterborough ball. No, it won't. Now, one official signaled Peterborough ball. The other said Whitby. Peterborough would have been livid if Cam Milligan had scored. He was all alone, but big save by Masters. Here comes Atwood the other way. Rips a pass through. Gets it to Mickle, but he couldn't put it home. Hartley came up with the ball, though. There's Atwood. He misses, and it gets up into the rafters. That didn't touch anybody, so that's clearly Whitby possession. Matthews will forecheck just for an instant. And then he'll let Johnson run up into the offensive zone. Johnson protecting the ball nicely from Cam Crow, wearing 28 today. McMahon trying to see who's open. We'll give it up to Reardon. Murphy gets a little pick. Oh, Cam Crow just blasted through the pick, and then he gets his stick into the face of Curtis Conley. And the little stick to the face will result in him going off for 2 or less and give the Steelhawks a chance to take the lead back. Keeley to Milligan. Behind the back to Reardon. Great save by Masters. Whitby gets the ball back and McMahon feeds it up top. There's Milligan. He'll shoot. Goes out of play. And they're going to say it went off of Masters before it went up. Hard to see from up here. They're right down in position. Hard shot by Keeley. You could hear the impact on the arm of Ryan Masters, but he made the stop. Pass cross, penalty coming. Keeley and Reardon, Milligan and Murphy. That's a potent power play. Great save by Masters. Nice play by Murphy, though, to swat the ball. It rolls to the corner to Reardon. Fresh 30. Milligan rips it. That one goes just wide. Oh, and the ball, it might have tipped off of someone because Albrecht was back and was cutting to his right where it looked like the ball was going. Then it went over to his left. Peterborough gets the reset. Vredenberg had Matthews, but Lewis picks him up. That was alert by Lewis. But then Lewis loses his footing. Matthews gets it. He loses his footing. Oh, he's hurt. He is grabbing his knee. That does not look good. Whitby's got the ball. Play is blown down. Whitby doesn't like it because it was stopped. It's going to be the officials' timeout with 4:44 to go in the second quarter. 7-7 the score. This is Arena Lacrosse League on JVI Sports Network. I'm Steven Stamp. Welcome back. 7-7. Albrecht will start with the ball, and he will be the safety valve. It's 4-on-3. 38 to go still on this advantage. Keeley, hard shot off the foot of Brett Coons. No over and back. Albrecht almost tried to grab that right before center. Thought better of it. Let the ball go back, and they will reset. Get the fresh. Oh, there is no fresh 30. That's a good point. Backdoor to Reardon. Dunk shot. Nice pass by Murphy, and the finish by Reardon. Power play goal makes it 8-7 with 1:01 left on the other penalty. Peroni on the left, Coons on the right. Peroni pulls it out, scoops it up. He is quite proficient in that face-off circle. Well, face-off dot again here, no circle. Milligan with the ball. Over to Keeley. Murphy hits the cutting McMahon. He scores. And then, I thought there was going to be a penalty after as Coons flattened him after the shot. Very similar to the play where Peterborough scored and got the penalty when Mickle was flattened as he went down. Peroni pulls another one out. He gets all the way back to Hutchison. He'll run up and pressure immediately. After Reardon cuts through, he's picked up by Thompson. Karam staying tight on Reardon, or at least spying him. Keeley way across to Murphy. Outside shot. That one's tipped. Looks like it went off Riley McKinnon. And Whitby will retain possession and get a fresh 30. Milligan in the corner. Milligan starts to run across the top. McKinnon took that chance away from him. Keeley's backpedaling. Gets away from Campbell. The roll from Reardon is played nicely. Good two-man defense. The ball is loose and it's grabbed by Peterborough. They've got it. Thompson running the floor. Avoids the check from Keeley. He's got a couple of guys over on the right side. Passes now, or sorry, the left side. Right side of the floor, the left side of the offense. That's how we do it in box lacrosse. Fake by Atwood, shot. Oh, he had Coot leaning. Atwood, a magician with the stick, but couldn't quite find his spot there. Nice hustle by McLeod to keep some pressure on Lewis. Then Murphy passes it off. Big save there, stopping Albrecht. And Matt McLeod will get away from trouble. The veteran lobs it out of play. No. Oh, Cole McWilliams caught the pass. So they're both going to go. I have to check. Obviously, if the ball touches the mesh, that's out of play. I don't know about the stick. The top of his stick definitely did touch it. Anyways, we stay 5-on-5. It's 9-7 Whitby. We've got 2:40 left to go here in the half. Murphy feeds it through to Keeley. Oh my, what a shot by J.P. Keeley. Had the defender right on him in Joe Wasson, but how do you defend that? So recap, it was 7-1 for Whitby. Peterborough scores 6 in a row, takes some penalties. Whitby scores 3 in a row now. 2 of them on the power play. That was even up. Reardon has it. They've got the ball again. They're continuing to apply pressure. Reardon runs away from the double team. Gives it to Milligan down low. We have a moving pick as Vradenberg was flattened. Thompson running up. Passes to Vradenberg. Sidearm shot. Nice one. Sneaks it through Lucas Coote. And the Timbermen respond with 2:17 to play. Make it 10-8. Coons is down. McCrory waiting. Now he's down. There they go. Ball rolls between McCrory's legs. Great effort there to get it by Rowan Kelly, but then the ball is stripped away. Shane Kelly on the practice squad for the Colorado Mammoth, wearing his number 42, the distinctive Mammoth. I think it's got to be his Mammoth uni. That one on the offside, saved by Coote. There's Albrecht. Campbell tried to check him. Trail check doesn't quite get there, but this ball goes off the post. Borden manages to fight off Pat McCrory. But the Steelhawks still wind up with the ball. We're 1:36 from the end of the half. 10-8 Whitby, and they have the ball. Reardon watched by Borden. Murphy lets it fly. That didn't get through. Matthews caught it. He's being tracked down, tries to protect it. Nice job. Dunk shot, misses. Great effort by Matthews to protect that ball, but got himself in not the perfect position. And Coote just took up too much space. Murphy back up the floor, gets to McMahon. This twister goes wide. Now we're going to have a legal cross-check call on Cam Crow. That's not going to work. Campbell and McKinnon down low on the penalty kill. Armstrong and Wasson up top. 3 lefties for the Steelhawks. That pass off the stick of McMahon almost got out of bounds, but Reardon tracks it down. Keeley will go over to Milligan. Austin Murphy's behind the net. Shot by Reardon, and Masters hops out on it. 51.6 to go in the half. Masters with no outlet pass. He may just have to lob it down. Oh, he passed a great play to get to Hartley, who made himself available, and then the shovel pass. Nice work by those two, both Masters and Hartley. 15 on the shot clock, 35 on the game clock. Atwood up high. Johnson staying with him, tries the wrap check, takes him down. Atwood holds on to the ball. Lundy on him now, gets to Matthews. Oh, can't quite connect. Shot clock will expire. 20.4 to go. Matthews puts it down carefully to make sure he doesn't get it. Penalty, and Whitby will take their time out with 20.0 seconds to go. They lead by a couple. They'll try to extend that on the power play before we reach the half. Milligan had to track that toss from the ref through the lights. He got it though, 15 on the game clock, lots of time. Of course, they keep the goalie in. 9 to go. Milligan has it. Big pick from Zabolts. Backdoor pass picked off. Milligan, or Colton Armstrong, just throw it down the floor, and that'll do it for 30 minutes of action here at Children's Arena in Oshawa. Arena Lacrosse League action sees a Whitby Steelhawks 10, Peterborough Timbermen 8 at the half. I'm Steven Stamp. This is ALL on JBI. Well, welcome back, lacrosse friends. Peterborough wasn't out at the face-off circle, so Adam Peroni heard a whistle and just picked up the ball, thought he had himself a gift, but they were just blowing to let everyone know they were about to go. Whitby does get possession, though. Peroni with control, and the Steelhawks with the 10-8 lead will go immediately to the power play. Most of the statistics favoring Whitby in this game after Peterborough, even with their big comeback from 7-1. That one's picked off by Armstrong. He's going to go for a run. It's 2-on-1. Goes to the net. Scores! Nope, they're saying he was in the crease. So he got the ball through Coote, but he was in the crease when it happened. If he gets out before that ball goes in, that is a good goal. But it slowed down not quite enough. Got over the line before he could get there. And Keeley with the hard shot from the top. Nobody checked him, so he just took it. Colton Armstrong runs up the floor. Campbell had it. There's a check attempt by Reardon, and that one gets away from Keeley. Some pressure there from Armstrong. Oh, overrunning it, so Murphy gets it. That was Wasson going after it, and I think that was a pass. This is a strange first minute of the first half. No back in call, I guess, because Crow never had any kind of control of that ball. Nobody's had control of the ball yet in this half. 70 seconds in is the first time somebody actually has the ball, I think, solidly in their stick. Other than Peroni right off the faceoff. McLeod dives. Coote lands on him after making the save, and we'll get going again. It is all even up. The penalty's over. We're rolling 10-8 here in the third quarter, second half. Nobody can hold the ball. I can't speak. This is a tough start to the half. And the ball pops away from Milligan. May have been partly because of McLeod. Reardon can't get that pass. Bingley will try and grab it. He misses it. Saw that one coming. Reardon flings it back, but way up into the roof. Ceiling. Roof's on the outside. We'll all get it together. Vredenberg with the really selling that hidden ball trick. Big pick. Garland goes to the net, shoots short side, but Coote was all over his post. Swallows it up, and there's a pass just getting it out. Under some pressure from Atwood. Parker Sands has it. Gets to Keeley. Feeds it through. There's a nice play. McMahon was stopped by Masters, though. McWilliams gets it. He's looking up the floor. Hard sidearm pass. Nice catch by Atwood. Rips it off the post. No over and back. It hit Coote, then the post, then all the way back to Nick Karam. He'll give it to McWilliams. Over to Matthews. 4 righties on the floor for Peterborough. Unusual alignment. Matthews. 2 men on him. Can't get it through to Atwood. Ball bounces away. It'll come out to Karam. He ducks a check from Peroni. Peroni's up the floor if they can get the ball. Great hustle, though, by Hartley to limit what Sands could do with it, and they'll have to slow things down. Peroni does take the ball, but there's a couple of Peterborough defenders back there now. We're 3 minutes into the second half right now. Peroni to Hutchison. That doesn't connect. Joe Wasson takes his time. And a little fake, just beating the 8-second count, was Brett Coons. He's going to rumble behind the net. Banged into the boards there by Peroni, who knocks the ball loose. And then grabs hold of Coons, who's holding onto a stick of Dalton Lundy. They decide 2 wrongs don't make a right and don't call a penalty. Or maybe 2 wrongs do make a right. Garrett Lewis lobs it ahead. Gets to Albrecht. He's one-on-one with McLeod. Blaze Reardon sprints into the open space, but Albrecht wants to shoot instead. Boy, Tyler Albrecht is a good transition player. I don't like that decision. Should have put a butt in there. Here's Chris Atwood. Takes the shot from the short angle. Hoping to catch Coote napping, but Coote was ready. Atwood watched by Crawford. So a little screen to let his goalie make the pass. And there is Rowan Kelly. He goes to the net, can't get the shot off. Nice D by Riley McKinnon. And McKinnon's he was going to throw it ahead to Karam. But then the ball popped out of his stick. McKinnon will slow things down. And Karam will eventually get the ball just on the little leave pass from Hartley. Now he'll shovel it over to Mickle. This is Hartley all alone with Farthing. Now the pick comes from Mickle. Cuts underneath and scores. Nice move by Hartley. That quick first step gets him away from Dylan Hutchison, who knows he was just a step too far away. McCrory pulls it out. Grabbed by Albrecht. He will leave it there for Milligan. Milligan drives to the net. Jump bounce shot that got past Masters and up under the crossbar, but he'd already stepped on the crease as he launched with the left foot. Everything other than that one little detail was perfect. Buchanan looked for the give and go. They went up top instead. Now the hard shot by Garland. That doesn't touch anything, and it will be Whitby possession. Exactly 10 minutes to go as we restart with Whitby on the power play. Milligan has it up top behind the back. Zabolts quickly moves it. And a quick release as well. Nice passing, nice finish by J.P. Keeley. Just 16 seconds into the penalty. To be honest, for me, it looked like it did as well, but now we've got some jousting behind the play. Caleb Bingley and Austin Murphy. Clock didn't start, so that seems accurate. They are going to get it anyway, I think, as Peroni pulls it out. Great hustle, though, by Buchanan. He's got traces of his brother there in that loose ball pit bull. Rowan Kelly just didn't see anybody coming. Got surprised and wound up turning the ball over. He's going to go back, going for the poke check as Riley Campbell runs around behind the net. Mickle cut to the net, was picked up nicely by Jones Smith. Matt McLeod has it. Now Mickle gets it. There's only the 2 Peterborough players. Here come the rest. They've still only got 4 on the. Oh, they've got 1 up the floor because Cam Milligan had stayed up, so they do have a man back. This time it'll be Peterborough possession. Jones Smith puts it down. He wants play blown back in so he can pick the ball up, but they're going to wait for Vredenberg to get up top. 5-on-5, 9 minutes to go, 11-9 Whitby. McLeod doesn't see a pass he likes yet. Lundy on him, goes to Atwood. There's Mickle, he'll let it rip. That one's wide. Farthing was up the floor. Now he's going to have to hustle back. Nice job to get in position. There's Vredenberg, shoots, saved by Coote. Vredenberg's going to get there first with Hutchison right on him. Takes him a couple tries, but he does get the ball, and fresh 30 for Peterborough. Vredenberg pretty casual. He did beat the 8-second count by 2 seconds, but I think his fans were getting a little nervous. Lewis with the lob ahead. Too far for Hutchison. Spins away from him, but he does get it. There's the back check by McLeod to keep Hutchison from being able to go to the net, but he'll fight out to the net. Gets the shot. McLeod shoves him in to the crease, but it's possession for Masters. 8 minutes to go. McWilliams sprints up the floor. Throws on the brakes. Leaves it there. No, he's going to keep it. Hidden ball trick. Didn't work. Albrecht saw it immediately. That's Matthews. Sands on him. Backs him down. Spins, shoots. Off a Coote. Up out of play. Fresh 30 for Peterborough as they get possession back. Hartley. And cut underneath. Little pick there from Garland. Another pick. Atwood's shot stopped by Coote. He's got Sands up the floor, but he can't dig the ball out of his equipment. And Atwood got back in time. There's a hard pass to Keeley at mid-floor. Keeley runs, shoots on the fly, up into the light. Don't think it touched anybody or anything. Now there's a slashing call coming. Play blown in with Lucas Coote still over at the bench. Joe Sullivan, the Peterborough coach, I think, was actually trying to help them out by pointing out that Coote was there having a drink while play was blown back in. Hard shot by Milligan, the post again. Man, he finds little spots with those shots, but that time he just missed it on the outside of the post rather than the inside. Campbell draws a penalty. It's a slash to Zabolts. Splits the D. Campbell shoots. Nice trail check by Milligan. Blaze Reardon will try and get it. It goes up out of play. And the penalty will be called. So we'll go 4-on-4 for exactly 90 seconds. We got some space out there with the 4-on-4 lacrosse. Buchanan gave it to Matthews. There's a big pick from McLeod. Matthews goes to the net, takes a hit from Farthing. That banged him into the net. And Farthing will actually just help him up. Now McLeod getting into it with McCrory. As 3 Peterborough guys had been lingering up the floor and were just kind of trotting off to the bench while Whitby was ready to go. But it'll just be blown in now. Murphy gets some space, shoots. That one goes wide. Up into the rafters. Comes through. Oh, I thought it was clean, but it just touched at the last second. Bit of a break for the Steelhawks. Nice hustle by Armstrong. May have sprung him for a break. That combined with his speed, because he can really wheel it when he wants to go. Vredenberg and Mickle, the only 2 Peterborough players out there right now. So Vredenberg just hangs on to it under duress from Albrecht. Shovels it through to Mickle. Great play. 2-man game. Little unconventional 2-man game. But Vredenberg drives down, shovel pass to Mickle. He finds a hole, his second of the game. Beautiful finish. Coons on the ball after Peroni tried to rip it out. It's kicked back with a foot, and Hutchison grabs it. He's watched by Coons. Trail check coming, but he passes it away, but it's grabbed by Thompson. Nice alert pass by Hutchison, just didn't go where he wanted. Pressure, though, from Rowan Kelly. He does get ahead to Matthews. He's stopped. Coote saw that one coming all the way. Just seemed to read where Matthews was going to shoot. They hand off to Peroni. Reardon leaves it for Keeley. He's got ahead of steam. Wasson with him. Shot stopped by Masters. And Thompson was going to go the other way, but Masters held on to it. Pass from McKinnon gets out to Riley Campbell. 2 seconds, 1 second on the penalty, and Peterborough to the man advantage. Atwood from the box to the top of the power play. I thought he might let that rip. He likes to make things happen after he's had a penalty. He does let one go. It's off the boards, though, onto the back side of the mesh. Coote just kind of taps it over to Garrett Lewis. He's got Matt McLeod tracking him, but he gets it ahead. And it winds up being a crease violation. Good effort there by Alec Johnson, but just wasn't able to get the shot off. And Peterborough goes back to, actually, the man advantage ends. We're even strength with 4:48 to go in the third. Still 11-10 Whitby. Farthing way up on Hartley. Buchanan watched by Hutchison. Vredenberg trying to go underneath. Little sidearm shot as Lundy had him. There's the outlet pass. McCrory has to turn. It's in the corner. Matthews will just head to a spot between him and the net. Good economy of motion by Matthews. He's going to send Wasson to pick him up and get to the bench. Good communication as well by Matthews. Milligan tries to hit the Kenny Reardon, does, but his shot misses. Comes all the way back out to Cam Milligan. 7 on the shot clock. Hard bouncer to the far side. That's going to be an over and back. They won't call it because Karam's the first guy there. He's got a trailing Cole McWilliams. Now a real trailer in Atwood, and McWilliams makes the pass to him, or Karam makes the pass to him. Jones Smith on Atwood. Behind the net. It's quite a battle between Jones Smith and Atwood. Atwood loses the ball. Masters reaches out and gets it. Atwood dives for it. Tried to get there before. Sorry, that's Lucas Coote, of course. Masters at the other end for Peterborough. And here's Peroni. He's got Cody McMahon cutting, but he was in the crease by the time he opened up into a lane. There's a penalty, and that's just Cam Crow making another poor decision as he cross-checks his man in the back and down to the floor when there wasn't even a dangerous play happening. Just kind of an off-ball foul. Ball's knocked down, and Peterborough will go to the box. Reardon to McMahon. Keeley's up top. Murphy sets a little pick, and Milligan takes the pass, goes back to Murphy. He's stopped, slow to get up, and here comes Riley Campbell. He's got Armstrong on the far side. Armstrong kind of ran himself out of his lane. Now the pass gets to him, but it can't quite connect. Wasson will track down his own pass. Hand it back to Matthews, who's going to say, calm down, guys. Slow it down. Let's kill some time here. 1.5 minutes left on the penalty. Atwood, or Matthews muscles his way in and gets a shot off with about 5 left on the shot clock. Coote, though, takes the rebound and throws it out to Farthing. Keeley, 8-second count. That was a quick 8. Peterborough with possession. They can kill about half of the remaining time on this penalty. Not 100% sure we've had an official's timeout this quarter. There's a penalty coming to 28, also in favor of Whitby. Face-offs 17-2. And yeah, Peterborough tied it up. Actually kind of miraculous when you think about it statistically. But there's a quick 5-on-3 goal. Just casual passing between Cam Milligan and Blaze Reardon, and then Milligan tucks it home. Peroni kicks it back to Farthing. They'll both go to the bench and set up the power play. Whitby again dominating at the faceoff dot. Really an issue for Peterborough tonight. You don't have to win a lot of faceoffs, but you got to get one once in a while, or it can affect your ability to compete. Keeley with the wide sweep shot. Goes off the back boards and up out of play. 12-10, Whitby leads as we get into the final 90 seconds of this third quarter. Buchanan over to Vredenberg. 3 lefties for Peterborough. Tried to feed it through to Buchanan. Drifted all the way to Coote. He'll step out of his crease. Reardon takes it just as he gets off the bench. That's a lovely timing pass. And Reardon tells Johnson, slow it down. Let's set up the power play. 15 on the shot clock. They're just now actually 12 as they get all 5 of their forwards into the offensive set, into the offensive zone. 7 as they get the set going. Milligan to Reardon. There's the Bolts, wide open, misses the pass. 2 to shoot. Murphy will just let it fly. It's too late and the 30 expires. Here comes Riley McKinnon. Changes direction a couple times. Murphy there trying to check him. Murphy leading the league in scoring. What a season he is having. The Saskatchewan rush pick showing that he wants to get up to the next level. Keeps playing like this, he'll get a chance somewhere. He's out on the power play defense right now. Now there's a penalty coming to Whitby. With 10 seconds left in the Peterborough penalty, but they're going to pull goalie Ryan Masters, put the extra attacker out. And then I would imagine Masters will go back to the bench when Matthews steps out of the penalty box. Nope, they're going to let Matthews come up into the play, go 6-on-4. That shot is blocked. It'll just roll back, and the period will come to an end. After 3 quarters of play, it's 12-10 Whitby, 1:43 left on their penalty. The Timbermen will be on the power play when we come back to Arena League action on JVI Sports Network. And they were the first 2 faceoffs of the night. So since then, 22 straight faceoff wins for the Whitby Steelhawks. And I'm pretty sure I just jinxed Adam Peroni. We'll see. No, he gets it as Brett Coons went early. Nick Karam whacks him, and Adam Peroni says, get out of here, buddy. You can hear it all the way over here. So Whitby shorthanded. McMahon has it. JP Keeley is grabbed and tugged backwards by Bingley. No call there. Milligan will shoot. Shoulder save. And Milligan trying to pick it up with one hand as his other arm is being held. Oh, and a high sticking call coming. That will be 5 minutes. And none of the Peterborough players went to the box. The timekeepers had to ask who it was that was supposed to go. It is Nick Karam, and we're underway. Whitby with possession. Milligan shovels it through, but Murphy went up in the crease. Doesn't look very comfortable as he topples to the floor. Peterborough comes the other way. Colton Armstrong with the ball. Campbell trying to open up some space for him. They're not going to go to the net. They'll just pass it off. And Hartley will wait for his offensive cohort. 16 on the shot clock. Hartley over to Vredenberg. Atwood at the top. Shoots. Misses. Off the boards, onto the mesh. And Coote sprints over to get it before Hartley can. Oh, great strip on the wrap check by Matthews. He's got a trailer. Atwood thought he might let that one rip. Now he's going to come in, shoot, scores 5. Oh, the save by Coote. How did he get that? He lost his stick but stopped the ball. What a save. I actually thought I saw that going through into the net. Maybe just conditioned by Atwood scoring almost all the time on shots like that. What a save by Coote. And that is going to put his team on the power play in 6 seconds. They'll only leave him with 5 seconds to work with on the power play, but if they can get a shot and a reset, there's the shot, but that is blocked by Coons. Outlet pass to Armstrong. He can't quite catch it. He was cutting in. Keeley loses his stick, but Farthing is there. Armstrong gets it, goes to the net, it's tripped. And Farthing knows it. He immediately gets up and runs to the bench. and looking very uncomfortable. 1:58 into the fourth quarter. We now have 2 minutes for Whitby, 3:30 left on the Nick Karam Major. So that means we will stay on 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, and then it'll be back to the power play for a minute and a half for Whitby. So Armstrong is okay, up and off to the bench. We'll see if he comes back immediately, but we are 4-on-4. Matthews with the ball. McCrory comes out to him. Atwood slips. Oh, the trail check looked like it was going to work. It may have actually thrown Coote off. I think McCrory got part of Matthews' stick, but he was strong enough to fight through it and get the shot off and bounces it for a 4-on-4 goal, making it 12-11. Just 12 seconds into that possession. Now we have a face-off. Peroni and Coots. Peroni wins again. It's a remarkable run. It's 24 straight face-off wins. Milligan with Coons on him. Sidearm pass to Reardon. He goes to Milligan, rips it. That one's high. Bounces out. Goes off the stick of McKinnon. But Thompson will be the first guy there. Freidenberg came off the bench. Gets the pass. Sorry, that's actually Buchanan. He's still looking for his first Arena Lacrosse League goal. He thought he was going to get it there. Thompson zips in. Gets the loose ball for a reset. Oh, it's not a reset. An offensive reset. Not a shot clock reset. That one by Atwood way wide. Karam's off the boards. And all the way down into the far corner. About half our crowd is out in the lobby tonight watching through the glass. Murphy over to Keeley. Milligan. Murphy was knocked down. He has taken a rough ride a few times tonight. Then a check from behind, not called. And they get the ball. Keeley has it, shovels it over. The goal to Murphy. And Joe Wasson can't believe it after Cody Hamley hit him square in the numbers. McWilliams zips out of the last second off the bench as Peterborough only had 3 guys on the floor. We are 4-on-4. Oh, Peterborough almost had a face-off win. Coons had it just an inch away from his stick, couldn't get it, and Hutchison gets another one. And here's a chance for Peroni. He's stopped by Masters after a nice pass from Reardon. Then Reardon knocks Thompson down from behind. Peroni got the worst of it as Thompson was knocked into him. And Peroni is slow to get up. And Peterborough is livid. Play is blown down. Understandable. That's 2 straight checks from behind not called against Whitby. Unfortunate for Adam Peroni that Reardon's check on Thompson shoved the Peterborough defender into Peroni's leg. He is up, but he is not putting much weight on the leg. He's putting some now. Gingerly going to the bench. We're ready to go, are we? Yes, we are. Matthews will take it on the bounce. Lundy watches him. See if Peterborough tries to make a play here. Could be dangerous if they shoot now, as Farthing would be coming out of the box. Matthews has it. He shoots and scores. It would have been dangerous if Coote had caught that, because Farthing would have been all alone, but Matthews makes it count. Probably not a yeah, it was a shorthanded goal because it was 1 second on the clock. And nifty little behind the back, one-hand pass by Farthing. And the Steelhawks with another face-off possession win. Milligan dangling a bit, then heads over to Reardon. He's going to let it fly off the post again. Milligan has tattooed 3 posts, and now, oh, I guess it went out of play. Joe Wasson thought he had himself a breakaway, because if that ball hadn't gone out, that's a live ball and he's gone. But it did touch something out of play, and Whitby setting up on the power play once again. A minute left on the major. There's a goal from Zabolt, and that will be, I'm pretty sure that's the first goal on the major. So Karam's still going to have to stay in there. 4:29 into the fourth. It's 14-12 Whitby. And it was the first on the major, so Karam's still in the box. Peterborough still shorthanded. And another face-off possession for Whitby. And they go right back to the power play. Keeley to Milligan. Fakes the shot. Pass across to Reardon, who's pointing and saying it's in, ref. The ref says no. It is under Ryan Masters. And it's borne out by the evidence as he climbs off it and allows Coons to make the pass ahead. McWilliams trying to run by Keeley. You can hear one of the coaches yelling, cross-check JP. He doesn't play a lot of defense. Nice job there, though, as he knocks McWilliams down and the ball loose, but Matthews gets it. Shot clock will expire. He shovels it into the corner just before the whistle, or the buzzer. 5 seconds left on the power play, so Whitby's going to just take their time. Milligan wants it. He shoots. And that could have been a breakaway right there. Oh my, what a behind the back. JP Keeley is showing his stuff tonight. That was a laser BTB. And another face-off win by Peroni. There's a bounce shot by Conley. Masters gets it to Thompson, who runs up over center and gives to Atwood. 3-goal lead for the Steelhawks. Peterborough's come back from a 6-goal deficit to tie things up. See if they can do half as well here. Penalty coming to Whitby, but it won't matter as Carlin dances and dangles and dunks it home. 8:53 to go. It's a 2-goal game, 15-13. Caleb Bingley's going to have a go on the face-off for Peterborough, and he gets... No. A win. It's a face-off win for Peterborough. Their first since the second face-off of the game. It was Joe Wasson that comes up with it, and you can hear the fans want a holding call as Peroni had a bit of a clamp on Bingley. 8.5 to go. Peterborough with possession. Only 15 on the shot clock. Karam will hand it off to Vredenberg. Oh, Vredenberg was wide open. It was the pass from Buchanan, who sunk to his knees. He couldn't believe he didn't connect on that pass. Farthing takes it off the boards. Fires it ahead. Trails. There's a man on the far side, but it's knocked down by Vredenberg, who snags that loose ball. They were trying to hit Milligan backdoor, but that was a big stop on the pass by Vredenberg because Milligan would have been all alone. And we've seen what he can do when he's in close. Gordon McMahon is back on defense, trying to cover Chris Atwood. Matthews will take that shot. It goes off of Whitby player. After play, it's a fresh 30 for the Timbermen. Atwood starts with it. He's watched by McMahon still. They're going to isolate him. You can see that Rowan Kelly is not about to leave McMahon alone over there. Now Matthews will come and set the pick. A little roll. There's the pass. They try to go to the middle. Great job there by Peroni to get in the way. And then the nice behind-the-back pass to McMahon. It's a 3-on-2, but McMahon's just going to take his time, adjust his gloves, and wait for the rest of the offense. I imagine he's going to go to the bench because he's been out there for a while, and he does lob it to Milligan and go for an attacker. Murphy will shoot. That one didn't get through. Snagged in one hand by Thompson. Poke check attempt. There's a pass ahead. A couple of fakes. Garland. Oh, we almost had it rolled across the goal line. Garland tries to get it back. Pushes Murphy away. And it's snagged by McWilliams. Great gritty effort, but then there's a nice check by Keeley. He'll just strip the ball. Keeley back on D and just gets that ball loose. They lob it ahead to Murphy. Keeley's going to trot up and join the offensive set. Nobody sees where he is. He gets the ball, shoots, scores. Keeley just played possum for a few seconds, going slowly up. Waited till nobody was aware, saw that nobody was aware where he was. So it's 16-13 for Whitby after JP Keeley does his best Nick Foles impersonation. 6:45 to go as we get underway, and Peterborough with possession on the face-off violation. They're going to try the same thing as Karam is coming in late, but McCrory is out there to check him. Karam tries to hit the man off the bench, takes a weird bounce to hit the door that was open, and that's a penalty coming against McCrory. The shot bouncer by McLeod. He's going to get his own rebound, or is he? Karam will get it. He shoots. That's a save. Masters still going to the bench. It's a fresh 30 for Peterborough. Oh, they try to go backdoor to McLeod. Just doesn't connect. And as Hutchison gets the ball, the check from behind on McCrory will be enforced with 6:01 to go. Peterborough to the power play. She's the teller of color commentators. Gets her point across without words. Vredenberg. Mickle gives it back to him. Vredenberg goes behind the back. Mickle waited, shoots. A little clutch, or a little hitch, got him a chance, but it is stopped. And here comes Hutchison. He's got Milligan with him. Great job by Joe Wasson. Perfect positioning. You could see Hutchison wanted to go to Milligan. Then he thought about shooting, and when he did, Wasson just got back into the shooting lane. That is textbook 2-on-1 defense. Wasson now coming up high on Murphy. 1:20 left on the penalty. And Milligan is stripped. Great job, and McKinnon comes away with the ball and runs past everybody and protects the ball as he's getting checked by Jason Crawford. There's another great play on the other side. That one by McKinnon. Oh, by the same side. Sorry, it was Wasson I was just talking about. Vredenberg gives the ball back to Hartley. That's Buchanan down low. Atwood on this side. Fakes the pass. Now he'll shoot. Scores. Atwood just pounds that one through Lucas Coote. 4:52 left at 16-14 Whitby. Big collision. Whitby wanted a call. I don't know. It sounded like stick on stick to me. But Thompson has it. Thought about the pass. Now they go up to Karam. Peterborough trying to creep back in. 15 on the shot clock. Atwood's up high, wants the ball. They're going to go down low instead, and it's picked off. Nice play by Albrecht. He is stripped by Buchanan, but it's going to roll straight over to Hutchison. Matthews tries to check him. He fends it off. Looked for a couple chances, didn't see anything he liked, circled back around, and eventually will hand it off to Milligan and make his way to the bench. 4:10 to go. There's a pass through to Murphy. His shot is stopped by Masters. Boy, Masters has made some big stops on that pass. Almost thrown away. Zach Thompson just sprints up to get it. Quick couple of steps and gives it to Vredenberg. Matt McLeod cuts back door, but the Steelhawks get it. Now he loses them, but Cody Hamley finds him again. Matthews, Vredenberg wants it back and gets it. It's a big pick by Garland. There's the roll. It was a big pick. The pass didn't get through, though. And then here comes a break for Jones Smith, but good job to get Karam out. 3-on-2. There's a pass to Hamley, and he can't get the shot on net. Oh, Cam Crow tried to go through two men, lost the ball. What an effort by Karam to fight and get it back. Jones Smith chopping him. Couldn't see what that call was. It was obviously some kind of violation on the possession by Peterborough. And there's McMahon shoveling it over to Milligan. 3:12 to go. 16-14 Whitby. Another ALL thriller here on JVI Sports Network. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us. Behind the back shot by Milligan. Comes a pass, and then Hamley is stopped. Reardon grabbed the ball off the back boards, but his shot was stopped, and then Hamley had all kinds of net to shoot at. Just couldn't put it home. 2:50 to go. Still 2-goal lead for Whitby. McWilliams taking his time. Gets a little screen from Atwood. Goes to the net. It didn't go in. I thought that ball almost went in, but it didn't. Farthing throws it ahead to Hutchison. Lots of pressure from the Timbermen. Some chances at the other end for Whitby. But we're still sitting at 16-14 with 2.5 to go right now. Whitby just finishing their change. 12 on the shot clock as Milligan gets it. Sorry, it's a Bolts. Murphy's pass to McMahon gets there, and that may be in. It's underneath Ryan Masters, and he scooches his bum along the carpet to make sure if it was in the net, it wasn't by the time he got up. It's a pretty smart veteran play. Hartley pressured by Lundy up top. The save made by Coote, and it comes straight back out to McLeod. Fresh 30 for Peterborough. Matthews with it, shoots, scores on the off step. Caught everyone off guard. Jason Crawford covering him, Lucas Coote in the net, and it's a 1-goal game once again. 1:58 to go, 16-15 Whitby. Peterborough's won some face-offs. Can Coons continue it? No, Peroni pulls it out and then shovels it back. Hutchinson will be there first, but Thompson hustling after it, and that may get the... Peroni doesn't have a stick. Coons runs into him. That's going to be a Whitby possession. Bingley puts the ball down and will run back on defense. 1:46 to go. Whitby with possession. 16-15 they lead. Peroni hands it off to Murphy. They complete the change. 20 on the shot clock. Reardon thinking about the pass through. Wasn't there. Goes to Murphy. He comes across the top. Pick and roll to Milligan, but that one's a bit far. He reaches up with one hand and gets it. Thompson on him. Milligan wants to shoot. Oh, and does. What a rocket from Cam Milligan. Masters goes to the dressing room. Oh, he comes back. No, he's going to the dressing room. At least the hallway. Paris sprints to the bench as Peterborough gets possession. Thompson has it. Leaves it for Karam. 6-on-5. Atwood with it. Matthews is the sixth attacker. Fredenberg to Buchanan down low. Hartley wants the ball. They're going to go Matthews instead. 8 to shoot. Somebody's got to get to the bench. Get the goalie out as Matthews drives in. Pass shot, scores! Great pass and the dunk home. I knew I'd do it. Connor Buchanan with his first Arena Lacrosse League goal. It's a big one. 51 seconds to go. 50.9 to be exact. And it's 17-16. Peterborough back within one. Big face-off. You can hear one of the Whitby players say no matter what happens, this is our loose ball. Riley Campbell was taking the face-off. He actually kind of held on to Peroni's stick under his arm. Bingley almost had it. It bounces away from him. Thompson has it. Peroni runs over Brett Paris. And Peterborough, they're trying to get a timeout. And they'll get it now. All right, we're ready to roll. Chris Atwood will start with the ball. He's got Matthews and Karam, the other righties. Hartley, Mickle, Vredenberg, the lefties. Jones, Smith, Hutchison, Albrecht, Farthing. Oh, the shot off the post. Fresh 30, so they don't have to worry about when they take the shot. 12 on the game clock. Vredenberg checked. The shot by Hartley. He had Matthews on the back door, didn't see him. Great hustle by Mickle trying to get the ball, but Matthews will dive after it, but I think Coote landed on it. There's just 0.4 of a second left as the time ticked away while Peterborough is trying to recover it. That'll effectively do it. Whitby's going to have possession. They won't have to leave the crease. So they're just going to run the clock. There's no need for a restart. So a thrilling game, a tight finish. Peterborough can't quite pull off the comeback, and the Whitby Steelhawks hold on for a 17-16 win in Arena Lacrosse League action here at the Children's Arena. That will improve Whitby to 5-4. They were tied with St. Catharines tonight at 4-4 for third place coming into the game. Peterborough, meanwhile, will drop to 4-6. They were in fifth. That shows you how tight the standings are and the competition is between these teams. Thanks so much for being with us. I'm Stephen Stamp. This has been Arena Lacrosse League action on JVI Sports Network.